So about a year ago, Real Truck gifted me these Anzo Switchback Headlights, and I want to let you guys know my thoughts after 1 year of using them. Now I'm going to tell you everything that I do like about them, I don't like about them, and if you guys should buy them, so stay tuned for that. All right, so we're gonna kick things off with styling on these headlights, and I have to say, this is by far my favorite thing about them. Now, to me, these headlights actually look very stock and honestly look more like what this Tahoe probably should have come with back in 2007 when this vehicle came out. It completely changed the feel of this Tahoe. It used to be that the interior of the headlights was kind of blacked out, which obviously was the style of the time. However, nowadays that is definitely outdated, and I really think this interior chrome housing looks really nice. Of course, it has that DRL, which I'll show you guys in a moment, but just the styling of these just really is by far my favorite part of it, and I think has completely made this Tahoe look so much better than anything else that I've added to this. Now, the next thing that I really like about this is the inclusion of this LED DRL you can see right here. Now, all Tahoes do technically have a DRL, but it was just a halogen bulb. You can actually see, I think it's right here. However, the inclusion of this DRL right here, I think has just completely changed it. It looks so nice at night, and I've been really impressed with them. This is exactly what I wanted when I wanted to upgrade these headlights, and I'm very happy that that happened. Now, it also should be mentioned that these do switch over to turn signals when you turn on the turn signal, so I'm gonna show you that really quick. And this is what the amber DRLs look like when they are on. So obviously this is the turn signal. I really like because it makes it so much brighter at night, and I think people notice me a lot better, and let's be honest, it looks cool as well. Now, the next thing I like about these headlights is honestly the quality of them. For the price, obviously, I hope that they would be really high quality. However, I've been really impressed with the quality on them. They have not in any way started to yellow, which a lot of the cheaper housing start going yellow after about a year, but I have had no noticeable yellowing of the headlights. They've held up to rocks, they've held up to all that kind of stuff really well, and so I haven't had any issues when it comes to quality over the past year. And it should also be mentioned here that it actually came with all of the hardware needed. If you want to watch how I installed it, I have a card up here of when I originally put this in, but it came with all of the different bulbs that you need. It's literally just plug and play. You plug in the wiring harness and that is it. Which of course brings me to the ease of install being the final thing that I really liked about these headlights. These things were incredibly easy to install. Of course, the Tahoe, this generation of Tahoe, is a little bit more difficult in that I had to remove the whole bumper to be able to install it, but that isn't that big of a deal because I honestly need to replace this bumper anyways. I'm actually about to replace this bumper. I have one at my office right now because I have a giant hole in it, so you're gonna actually be seeing me replace this bumper probably in the next couple of weeks or so, so make sure to subscribe for that. Anyways, as for ease of install, it literally, like I said earlier, was just plug and play. I have no qualms on this. This is probably one of the easiest things that I did on this Tahoe, just because it's literally just, once you get the headlight assembly out, you just pop the other one in, screw it in, and then you just plug it in because it uses the factory wiring harness. Okay, so now let's talk about the things that I didn't super like over the past year on this. First off, it has to be the fact that while they did include all of the bulbs in here, it was halogen bulbs, which I didn't fully understand. I thought at the time it actually was LED, but it is halogen. So these are the kind of warmer style bulbs, which is unfortunate because it doesn't match the kind of cooler color of the DRL, like literally the cooler, like a little bit more bluish kind of tint to them. The headlights are more of a yellow, the DRL is a little bit more of a white, and I'd prefer that not to be that way. I did buy some LEDs to be able to fix that though. But I just haven't installed them yet, and that should happen soon. The other thing that I super haven't necessarily liked is the projector headlight portion of it. So projector headlights have kind of a flat line when it goes out instead of spreading out the light like most headlights do. So you have this flat line that kind of, it's hard to explain without showing it exactly. So it essentially has a flat line that it projects instead of it being just dispersed all over. Now it is nice that it doesn't, blind other people on the road, but I don't super like it, and you have to adjust these just right to make it so that you get just as good a vision as a normal headlight. But by no means, they are definitely bright, and so they are not a dim headlight, but it is a bit of a bummer. And then the final thing that I don't like about these headlights comes down to the price. These things are over $500, and when you can buy aftermarket versions of these headlights for like $100–200, you have to be expecting a lot of these headlights. And I'll be honest, they do stand up to it. This is by far my favorite modification I've done to this Tahoe so far. So by no means do I not like it, but that is an expensive price and something that you should be paying attention to when you're making the purchase. Now, the real question comes down to, would I recommend these headlights after a year of owning them? And yes, I would. These things are incredible. I really like the way they look. I can't get over how much I like them. I have yet to find another pair of headlights that I like better. And considering how much they make this Tahoe look newer than they are, it just really is worth it for the price, especially considering how often I see other Tahoes and Suburbans of this generation with the stock headlights, and I realize how much newer these headlights make this Tahoe look. So anyways, that is my thoughts and my recommendations on these headlights. I do have a paid link down in the description. If you guys want to get a pair of these for yourself, they are going to realtruck.com, and I get a commission if you guys decide to make that purchase. Also, make sure to subscribe, and I have more product reviews like this coming out soon.